Hey everybody, welcome back to Mike's Wooden Things and Stuff. Today we are going to talk about the OneWay Vari-Grind sharpening jig that goes with my Wolverine sharpening system for all of my bowl gouges that I use over on the lathe. We are going to talk about geometry on bowl gouges, where I set this thing up in terms of all of the angles. We're going to talk about repeatability and consistency and the exact locations for all of these things that I use, and how that information doesn't do you any good whatsoever. Come on, let's talk about the Vari-Grind. All right. Okay, so people ask me all the time, especially since I did the initial video of the Wolverine setup, and at the end of that video I said I may or may not incorporate the Vari-Grind eventually. I did end up incorporating it, and I use it exclusively now for all of my bowl gouges. And people ask me all the time, like, where do you have it set? And I tell them where I have it set, but I also tell them that it doesn't matter where you have it set, as long as you have it set in a way that's working for you and is repeatable and consistent. What you don't want to have happen with your gouges is have to relearn them every time you sharpen. So if you're constantly resetting the geometry on your tool, every time you're putting it to the wood, you kind of have to refigure out how it works. The advantage of a system like this is the consistency and the repeatability. So once you get everything set in a way that it's giving you a geometry that you like, you're good. So right now, my bowl gouge probably isn't the same way that most people like it. My wings aren't swept back nearly as much as most people like their wings swept back. It is at about 40-degree bevel angle, which is kind of a standard. But for me, what's important with all things woodworking is that if you are doing things safely and you're getting the results that you want, it is not wrong. So for me, whatever it is that I'm getting set on my gouge, and I can get used to whatever geometry I put on this thing. What's important is that I can get that geometry consistently. So the way that you set this up is you start by creating a little setup block. Let's show you. You'll see in the manual that comes with the Vari-Grind that you're going to start by creating this little setup block. And all this is a piece of wood with a hole drilled to a depth. I don't remember what the manual says, but mine is about 1.75 inches deep. And that is for consistency purposes for setting this depth here. So every time I put my gouge in the jig, I do it by putting this in here and then locking the tool down so that I know I have this distance consistent every time I'm going back to my wheel. The second thing you need to be consistent about is where this angle is on the jig. I've got mine set dead set in the middle. There are 7 notches, 7 sort of like spots that you can set this angle on the jig. And so mine is in the 4th one. So it's dead center in the middle of this guy. And the third thing you need to be consistent is the space here between the base and where your tool is resting. So mine is out about 4.25 inches to here from the base. About it's a 6-ish, right to the base where you put your little dealie in the notch. But again, those numbers don't matter really. That might give you a starting point for where to start experimenting. But what's important is to lock those down. Once you have all of those set and you're creating a geometry that you like and is working for you, leaving those things set in that way is going to allow you, every time you go back to the system, You flip this on, you put this guy in here, you give this a go on the wheel, and you're back to work, because it's going to be the same every time. Every time you sharpen it, this is going to be the same distance, this is going to be the same angle, and the place that you've set it in the jig is going to be the same depth. And that's what's important. If you are not getting a geometry that you like and isn't working for you, play with those things. Set this at a different notch. Set this a little closer or a little further away. Find a geometry that you like, and then leave those settings so that you know that every time you go back, you're going to get the same result. Okay, but Mike, what if like this gets unlocked and then, or what if I'm sharpening something else and I lose my setting on this thing? Whatever will I do? That's an excellent question. Thanks for asking. What I've done is I have marked a line on this bar labeled VG for Vari-Grind. I've also got one on here labeled S, because that's where I sharpen my spindle gouge. I don't use the Vari-Grind on my spindle gouge. So this is my S line. So if I'm doing my spindle gouge and then I got to go back to my Vari-Grind, I set it back to the VG mark. I lock it down. Then when I set my jig up with my setup block and I lock it down, and then I've got that in there at my VG line, and I put that in there, then I can double check real quick that it's matching up where it was last time, and now I'm reset and ready to go again. So mark a couple of spots on your post where you are frequently if you are changing it ever. Most of the time, 98% of the time, I leave it set at VG, because these are what I sharpen the most often. But if I ever change it, I got a line that tells me approximately where it goes back to. Then when I double check that that's riding right on that bevel like it was before, now I know I'm in the right place, because this is consistent and this is consistent. So this is the only one that ever needs to change. And this can change anytime I want. I can unlock this guy and I can set it to a different spot. And now I can set a whole new geometry on my tool if I want to. And I can try that for a bit. And if I don't like it, I can go back. You can change these things. You can mess around with these things all you want. Find something you like. Stick with it. That's the key. It's pretty straightforward and simple, but I can't tell you what your geometry needs to be on your tool for the way that you work at the lathe. Okay, so that's the jig, that's the system that I use. Those are the numbers that you can start with if you just want to get a baseline place to start from and start experimenting. There have been times where I have made a different geometry than the one that I'm currently using. This one is working for me right now, so this is where my things are set. And that's it. It's as simple as that. Okay, so let me know down in the comments if you have questions about the system, or you're having problems with anything in your use of the system, or if you have recommendations for people about numbers that are different than that. Like I said, it gives me a geometry of about 40 degrees there. Some people like their wings swept back a little more than I currently have mine set. But this is working for me. Don't change what's working for you. Okay? Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe, everybody. Get turning, get spinning, get consistency with your geometry on your tools, and you will find more success. All right. Bye for now. And I'm done.